He'll get a tough job waiting for him then,
Yes,
Mund.
yes.
Yeah, and then finally the PSG ride, the richest mountain bike event was launched. So this PSG and Capricorn Group yesterday announced the launch of the 2022 PSG ride, the richest mountain bike event. The ride, the richest competition, is a new, unique 3-day stage race that is scheduled for the 25th to the 27th of March in and around Windhoek.
Oh,
So yes,
nice.
if you want to get the whole lowdown, go grab your copies of your daily newspapers.
Yes, also check out our website, the Erongo 24/7 website. That's www.erongo.com.na to read about what's happening here in our lovely Erongo region. Please stay tuned.
We are with Dennis Horstmann, a gap year student at the Dome. How are you doing?
I'm very well, and you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for joining us on our show, Erongo Talk.
Thank you for letting me join.
Yes. So, why did you join the Dome Gap Year program?
Well, at first, the thing is, I didn't really know about it actually at 1st, at the start of the year. And one of my friends, she was doing it already for a couple of months.
Yes.
And I kind of came in, and I was a bit late to coming into it. And she told me about it, and she said, it's honestly lots of fun. You get to do some stuff, you get to kind of depend on yourself,
Yes.
besides always being there with the parents, asking them to help you through stuff. You kind of have to figure out it, like everything out on your own, and that shows some maturity to it.
Yes.
And then I just kind of went on the website as well, and I got in contact with Lawrence, and basically I joined in, and until now it's been a blast.
The rest has been history.
Yeah, exactly. You could say that.
So
yeah.
you mentioned the fun side
Yes.
of this program. Tell us about it. Tell
All
us about the experience.
All right. So far, the experience has been, like you said, lots of fun. We're quite a couple of people around, and we like to hang out with each other. And not only that, but you also do some fun stuff like adventure. The Dome, it's huge. It's a huge place there.
Yes.
And you've got your hockey field there, volleyball field, and sometimes we'll just for instance, take a soccer ball, we'll play football, and that's what we'll do from time to time, also volleyball. Honestly, it's just great, having other people going through this, also like the Dome, through this gap year program with you, and that's honestly what makes it lots of more fun, so yeah.
So will you recommend this program to anyone else out there?
Yes, I would. I would recommend it. I mean, if you're a person who's looking, to gain some knowledge and experience in these types of fields, in like sports, marketing, business, around there, entrepreneurship, then I would say I would recommend it for you.
Yes.
It's lots of fun to do. You learn stuff out of it, and
Valuable lessons.
yeah, valuable lessons, exactly.
Yes. From where are you, Dennis?
I was born in Switzerland.
Okay.
So yeah.
So how did you end up here in Namibia?
Like the thing is, my parents and I, we moved from Switzerland here to Namibia when I was just a little child,
Okay.
And basically then I was living in Windhoek for a while, and I stumbled across the Dome, and this is where I am.
Life-changing.
Life-changing, sitting here.
Brilliant,
right now.
brilliant. So what lessons did you learn in your journey with the Dome?
I've learned maturity. I've learned to trust myself actually a lot more. I mean, I'm staying I've got my own place to stay. I've got to cook for myself. I can't really
Iron.
Exactly.
Washing.
Iron, the washing,
Yes.
and cooking, exactly. It's so difficult, and
Yes.
but honestly, it's kind of like preparing you for growing up, basically. And what I can say about it is that until now, it's been great. You know, I really actually matured, which I didn't think was possible for me if I look back, like last year, for instance.
Oh.
And until now, it's been amazing. You know, you learn lots of valuable lessons, trusting yourself, and you actually have to do work. You can't cheat your way out of it. You know, there's no easy route to go. You know, it's just one straight route, and you've got to take that.
Yes.
So that's it.
So finally, what does a day in your life look like at the dawn?
A day in my life would, I'd say, wake up early in the morning, then go to the gym, because usually in the mornings there they have like these great things that you can do. You know, you can do a HIIT cardio there, you can go gym, you know, lift weights if you want. And usually I just wake up in the morning, do a cardio, and then eat something, then prepare myself to go to class.
Yes.
And then class would be around about an hour and 30 minutes, maybe 2 hours around there. Then I'd come back to my room. And then afterwards, I think I'd maybe revise, do a couple of things. Then you'd have lunch at around about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And then after lunch, you know, you have class either again late in the day, which I would go to then.
Yes.
Then make something to eat, maybe go to the gym afterwards, or play sports or something, you know. Then check in with like the other people.
Yes.
And probably like hang out a bit together. And after that, go to my room, make something nice to eat,
Relaxation.
and then watch a nice series. So,
What classes are you taking?
so far I've actually been taking media and marketing, entrepreneurship. I haven't taken the Fit Pro, although I would have wanted to it, but I came in a bit late.
Yes.
So for me, it would have been really difficult to catch up on all of that stuff, because it's a lot of work that they do. But they've told me a lot, the people at the Fit Pro, that it's honestly just a lot of fun for them.
Yes.
You know.
Tell me now, finally, really, finally. Yes. Okay. So in terms of confidence, building your confidence,
Yeah.
what does a program like this do for a person that's involved in it?
It does a lot, actually. You know, I think the fact that you are on your own gives you like kind of switches you on there. Like you've got to focus on stuff now. You've got to grow up, mature now. And honestly, it's done a lot for me mentally wise, and also how I'm doing in like all around in life and that stuff now. And you know, it kind of sets you up properly, you know.
Very good.
So yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, school leavers, if you want to have some direction in your life, hook up with the Dome. The Dome will guide you and put you on the right course. Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Okay, so joining me today is Mr. Charltron, who is the new school director here at Laerskool Walvis Bay. How are you today, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Trust you working.
No, we are. We just need to manage. Now, sir, for those of us who don't know you, please tell us, where did you study? Where did your love for education come from? And where did you start teaching?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Yeah, as she said, I'm Charles Martinez Strong. Yes, I'm an educator. I started my studies. Yeah, I actually studied at various institutions, but yeah, I started my education professional career in at Erongo College of Education. Now it's Thomas Howard campus.
Yes.
Where I specialized in social sciences. That's now history and geography. And my minor, human movement education. So that was 2002. Then 2004 I completed it, and then I started my teaching career in Arwak, that's to the south of Namibia.
Sure.
Actually, I can say it's a very humble beginning for my educational career, where if I can say, my career was established, the foundation, because of the management that taught me what I know today. So yes, Arwak, for those who don't know, it's to the east of Keetmanshoop.
Okay, now I also know.
Yes. Yeah.
So you started there, and then you stayed there, sir?
Yeah, I stayed there for some years, and then from there onwards I moved to a transfer to JNL, Senior Secondary School in Keetmanshoop.
Yes.
And then thereafter I got an offer with a private school in Mongoliva. That was 2011 I started my teaching. I continued it
Yes.
at Moritz Derelish Private School, up to last year.
Yes.
And here we are today, 2021.
Yes.
Last Walvis Bay.
You've almost traveled the entire country.
Yeah, pretty much. Not just with a career. And
Yes.
my background is my father used to travel around with his work,
Yes.
transferred a lot. So I pretty much know Namibia. That's what we always wanted. So we're actually excited, happy that we in Walvis Bay.
Yeah. It's lekker by die see.
Exactly.
Now, sir, please tell us, what type of special skills or special talents do you bring to the table being director of Laerskool Walvis Bay?
I think to begin with, I would say that I have people skills.
Yes.
I think that is key, having in mind the position that I'm in. Understanding the fact that I accept that we're different.
Yes.
And then I think that is one thing, if one can accept the fact that we're different, then you can already move forward in the right direction. I have excellent problem solving skills,
Yes.
which is also, I think, very
important.
core
Yes.
to this title, if I can put it as
Yes.
to this job,
Yes.
per se. So that is basically for me, I think, that I can bring to the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, how would you describe your leadership style, Mr. Tron?
Yes, leadership style to begin with, I would say that I'm a firm leader.
Yes.
I'm a principled individual, more specifically when it comes to time on task.
Yes.
I'm, if I can say, not to a certain extent, a disciplinarian.
Yes.
What is right is right, what is wrong, so there's
Yes.
no gray areas. However, I believe that I'm also a democratic leader.
Yes.
Participative leadership style. But in essence, when it comes to leadership style, I think situations, more particularly for me, situations dictate what type of leadership style I will implement.
Definitely, definitely. Now, sir, in your opinion, what does it take to be an educator?
Sure. You know, there are a lot of educators out there, and
Yes.
they may crucify me for saying, no, they're not necessarily. But to begin with, I think it's the passion.
Definitely.
You know, to begin with, I want to say this, that it was never my dream to become a teacher. I wanted to become a lawyer. Yes, and when I was young, I used to draw a lot of cars. I wanted to be a car designer.
Yes.
But reality sank in, and I had to make a choice whether I would go for law
Yes.
or for
Education. Yes.
And unfortunately, financially, I had to take up if I can say, the grant from the
Yes.
College of Education, which means my parents did not necessarily have to pay all of that, and I thought, no, let me not give them financial
Yes.
burden. So there I developed the passion. You know, actually unknowingly, I could not speak in front of people,
Yes.
and spontaneously it just came about, and I realized that I love working with people.
Yes.
I love working with learners, and yes, so ultimately I think you cannot be in any education system if you're not passionate about working with these young, pretty faces,
Yes.
cute faces, and
Yes.
sometimes also grumpy faces, adults and so on. But most definitely, I would say that's for me key, because all the other things will be added then. You know, the drive to work harder and so on, because you have the passion for these kids. You want to give them the best
Yes.
for the school, for the community, and ultimately for the country.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Now, so what drives you? What makes you get up in the morning? Aside from your family now,
Yeah.
what drives you?
I'm an individual that likes reflecting.
Yes.
And yes, obviously, once you reflect, or once I've reflected, I've realized, okay, this is what you should have corrected. So
Yes.
that having the opportunity to go and fix, if I can say that, not necessarily a mistake,
Yes.
but to improve on that. But generally, what drives me are challenges.
Yes.
Because challenges allows me to grow.
Yes. So that's also how you tackle challenges.
Yes, when it comes to challenges, yes, obviously one would say that you can take on a challenge individually.
Yes.
And yes, you may succeed in that. But my perspective is that when it comes to challenges, yes, obviously you need to look at it from all angles and not to be hasty and rush into things.
Yes.
But I believe in trying to solve or go about fixing a challenge, going about a challenge
Yes.
with a team. Because then you will be able to, people will give insight, understanding things that I've overlooked. So we will be able to sort it out better. There are certain
Yes.
circumstances that it take for me to take on a challenge on my own, but where I'm privileged enough to do it, I will obviously make use of the team. If I speak in the school context, the management,
Yes.
obviously our teachers, and parents were needed also. So yes, as I say, teamwork makes the dream work.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, so just from your personal point of view, is there something personal that's close to your heart that you would like to implement here at Laerskool Walvis Bay?
Sure, there are quite a number of things.
You
Let
can
me
mention them
rather
all.
say this, I'm actually, soos in Afrikaans, ons kyk eers die kat uit die boom.
Atasai.
So I'm here to allow for the transition process.
Yes.
That's the first thing that for it to go smoothly.
Yes.
And I think from there onwards, one would see what I want to implement, whether it's applicable or not.
Yes.
So at this stage, I wouldn't want to say what I want to bring about. People are listening out there and they may get scared and wonder, wow.
True.
So in preparation to that, I just want to say, don't worry, it's just a matter of the transition process. That's my focus at this stage.
Yes. Cool. Hulle moet wag en kyk.
Asseblief.
Then this is a two-part question. What is your message to the community you are operating in? What would you like to tell them?
Yes, to begin with, maybe people will get bored with me saying I'm excited. I'm excited to be part of Laerskool Walvis Bay. If we go do research on the school, it's a well-established school. So I'm excited, and most importantly is that I would want them to know that they should never doubt my loyalty towards the school. And yes, ultimately I'm here to serve.
Yes, definitely. Now the second part is the grade 12s are receiving the results, or the grade 12s and 11s are receiving the results on Friday. What would you like to tell them?
Yes, quite a significant question. As an educator, I've come across various learners, and how they deal with bad results, if I can say it as such. But the message out there is just that I would want to say, if the results, because we don't want to talk about good results, congratulations.
Yes.
But for those that did ultimately not obtain what they have planned for, it's not the end of the world. What I can just leave you with, it ain't over until you have won.
Definitely, definitely.
That's short, my message today.
Definitely. Now I must say thank you, Mr. Tron. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to us today.
No, I appreciate it, and I'm very honored for this platform as well. Thank you very much.
Now, earlier we had Conrad Marais and Karen Brookman, who also took part in the Sandman Triathlon last year. Now, we have another interviewee, rather, that we have on the line, and that is David Gardner from Zimbabwe. That is, welcome to the show, Mr. Gardner.
Thank you very much.
And now, just to tell the audience, what distance did you take part in last year?
Good morning. Yes, so last year, 2020, I took part in the FNB Sandman Ultra Triathlon.
All right. Now, getting into just the questions that we have lined up, tell the viewers about yourself and maybe just the preparation that goes into the Sandman Triathlon.
The preparation for this kind of event is obviously very time consuming. One needs to do a lot of swimming, so I swim 3 or 4 times a week. I'm cycling 4 or 5 times a week, and then running 5 or 6 times a week. One has to build up the mileage over a period of time. I do a focused 12 weeks of training prior to the event, and greatly look forward again to competing in Swakop.
All right, perfect. Now, speaking about some of the challenges that one experiences when taking part in a competition such as this triathlon, what would you say was your challenge last year?
The challenges in this event, probably coming from Zimbabwe, is probably the biggest challenge is probably dealing with the open water swim being in the sea, because we obviously don't have sea here in Zimbabwe, but I've been fortunate enough to be able to race outside the country on a number of occasions. This is the 8th time I'm competing in the Swakopmund Ultraman. And then the other big issue, of course, is the wind, and that'll be a big thing to overcome for this year.
All right. Now, for this year, are you again looking to take part in the triathlon?
In terms of the race this year, anything to be done differently? Well, I'm always trying to make the top 3. So, yeah, we'll just be racing tactically as best I can.
Perfect. Now, Mr. Gardner, we are waiting to welcome you to Namibia, and of course, good luck to you for this year's event, and see you in Swakopmund.
Greatly look forward to being there, and look forward to being with my Namibian friends again. Thank you.
And of course, we've come to the end of today's edition. Please, if you're in Swakopmund in December, go out there and cheer the participants on in the FNB Sandman Triathlon.
Hi viewers, my name is Micheline Avatises, and I'm going to bring you what's on with regards to the events taking place during December. Now for the week, on the 3rd of December, we have the Dance Week at Dance Factory Swakopmund, and for inquiries, you can contact 081 4323 247 or 064 403367. Now on the same day, we will be heading over to the Dome with the relaunch of MTC, and for inquiries, you can contact 081 211 2793. Now on the 3rd to the 4th December, the first event we'll be having is the Kerstmark by the NG Moedergemeente in Walvis Bay, and you can contact 08 259 22280. Moving on to our second event, we'll have the Jingle Bells Christmas Market at Walvis Bay, which will be hosted by the municipality. For inquiries, you can contact 0811 220820 or 0811 431 289. The third event will be the Summer Fun Day at the Atlantis Sports Ground, and you can contact 081 200 2661. Now on the 4th of December, we have the Neurology of Trauma at the Swakopmund Museum taking place, and for inquiries you can contact 081 294 7344. Now moving on to some sports, we have the Together as One Part 5 Boxing Bonanza, which will take place at the Swakopmund Soccer Stadium, and for inquiries you can contact 081 245 3349. Now on the 4th till the 5th of December, we'll be enjoying some Bank Windhoek Volleyball Federation Cup Finals, which will take place at the Jan Vulcan Stadium, and to find out more about it, you can contact 0811 275925. Lastly, for Sunday, which will on the 5th of December, we will be having the Sandman Triathlon in Swakopmund, and to find out more, you can contact 0811 429966. Now, since it's Christmas season, the Christmas lights will take place, at the Walvis Bay municipality on the 5th of December, and that is your events taking place for the week.
Hi viewers, I'm joined by my co-host Micheline Navadises. How are you, Micheline?
I'm good. How are you, Lena?
I'm doing great. In our first weather for today, in Walvis Bay, the sun rose at 06:08 and will set at 19:35. Walvis Bay is expected with a maximum temperature of 21 degrees with a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 19 degrees predicted for tomorrow. A south-southwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 17 kilometers per hour. For fishing, there will be a high tide at 1 and a second high tide at 2 a.m. There will be a low tide at 7 and a second low tide at 8.
For Swakopmund, the sun was out 8 minutes past 6 and will set 34 minutes past 7. Swakopmund will experience a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius predicted
8 and a second low tide at 10 minutes to 9.
Moving over to Arandis,